Hi there everybody, my name is Jeremy Krug, and as I'm recording this on July 7th, 2025, score reports for this year's AP Chemistry exam have just been released. I hope you get good news today. I'm hoping lots of you get 4s and 5s. I know so many of you put in so much work all year long, and I hope it's all paying off for you. On average, the 2025 AP Chemistry scores were absolutely fabulous. A whopping 78% of you got a 3 or higher on the exam, and that's enough to earn college credit for a lot of you. 17% of you got a 5. Almost half, 46%, got either a 4 or a 5. So that's just awesome. And this is especially impressive when we consider that this year a record high number of students took the exam. 169,000 students, which beats the old record of 161,000 students, which was set back in 2018. So wonderful job there. As you all know, this was the first year for online AP testing, so that might have been an additional challenge for some of you as well. Now, some students have asked me if the exam was harder or easier than in previous years, and to be completely honest, it doesn't really matter because when the exam is more difficult, the cut scores are normally going to be lower. But when the exam is easier, the cut scores are higher. Now, the way College Board compares AP exam takers across different years is by comparing multiple choice performance. Now, the multiple choice exam had 60 questions, but only 50 of those questions were actually scored. The other 10 are recycled questions, so they can actually compare this year's group performance to previous years. And based on those recycled questions, College Board tells us that this year's AP Chemistry class was objectively stronger than in years past. For example, just take a look at the overall scores on multiple choice. In 2023, the average on multiple choice was 33.65. In 2024, the average was 35.00. But this year, the average was 36.99, so wonderful job. This shows that this year's students were especially talented and motivated. Now, why were this year's AP Chem students just better than in years past? Well, I could think of a couple possibilities. The online test format may have helped you. It's possible that seeing the questions on a screen helped some of you to process the information better. Personally, I think that it's actually due to the fact that there are more resources out there to help AP Chem students than ever before. There are online resources like AP Classroom, the Ultimate Review Packet, online content creators like myself and other great creators out there who make AP Chemistry more accessible than ever before. You don't have to be enrolled in an elite school in order to have access to some of the best AP Chemistry instruction and practice content out there. Everybody, everywhere, has equal access to learning the AP Chemistry content. And that's really the main goal of my channel. As you might have guessed, the best performance on this year's exam came from Units 1 and Unit 6. On Unit 1, which was Atomic Structure and Properties, a third of all students who took the exam got every single question right. So that was awesome. On Unit 6, Thermochemistry, 18% of you got every single question right. Now, the toughest unit was Acids and Bases, Unit 8. Only 7% got all the points available on acids and bases. Now, today's a big day. I know a lot of you are going to be celebrating your scores, and I'm really proud of you for putting in the work to get that great score. Maybe you got a 4 or a 5. Congratulations. Enjoy your victory, and remember that this is just the beginning of a strong academic career. Whether you go into the sciences or something else, your performance on this test shows that you worked hard and that hard work has paid off. So congratulations and great work. Now, if you did not do so well, perhaps you were hoping for a higher score and maybe you didn't get the score you were hoping for, I know it can be disappointing, but don't feel too bad. The fact is, you learned so much this past year, and nobody can take that away from you. Maybe you just had a bad test day, but remember that you still have other opportunities to get college credit. When you get to college, you might be able to take a CLEP exam to get credit for general chemistry. Honestly, there's a lot to be said for retaking general chemistry when you get to college, and if you do, you'll find that it is so much easier now that you've had AP Chem. Well, at this point, the 2025 AP season is in the books. I want to say thank you to every single one of you. Whether you watched my videos or subscribed to my channel or used the Ultimate Review Packet this year, thank you. And I hope my work has helped make your work a little bit easier. I've been spending the summer getting next year's materials ready. I do have a favor to ask of you. If my videos and materials like the Ultimate Review Packet have been helpful to you, please recommend them to next year's students. Congratulations, and keep up the good work. I wish you all the best in your upcoming academic pursuits. I hope you all enjoy your summer, have a great school year, and remember to keep learning chemistry.